International business executive Felix Römer didn't grow up with a vision board, a business plan, or a Fortune 500 mentor. Now a renowned entrepreneur, founder, investor, and data strategist, Römer's impressive career started somewhere far more unexpected: the digital economy of RuneScape. The game had a microeconomy where players could trade, buy, and sell goods, sometimes even for real money, Römer recalled. I spent a lot of time flipping items, hoarding discontinued goods until their value increased, and trading rare resources to manipulate supply and demand. What started as a childhood fascination with virtual trade turned into a foundation for real-world investing. Römer didn't just play the game, he reverse-engineered its economy. He built scripts to track prices, set alerts for market changes, and consistently analyzed trends. Years before he entered a boardroom, Römer was already mastering the building blocks of pricing analytics and data-driven decision-making. That early curiosity evolved into a data-focused career across multiple industries. After transitioning into traditional markets, Römer started helping friends with market data analysis and notifications. His instincts, sharpened by digital economies, translated well into mutual funds, fintech, and restructuring distressed assets. But Römer didn't just invest. He embedded. "I actively scale the companies I invest in," he said. "I don't like taking a backseat. If I'm involved, I want to be involved all the way." He brings the same data-centric focus to his work in deal structuring and turnarounds, seeing opportunity where others see chaos. For Römer, complexity isn't a deterrent, it's an invitation. An outside-inside approach to sports science. One of Felix Römer's most innovative ventures is Short Circuit Science, a company that uses artificial intelligence and computer vision to improve performance and recovery in professional soccer. "I was never a big fan growing up," Römer said. "But as I learned more about the game from a data perspective, I became increasingly interested in it." That outsider's view turned out to be a strength. Unlike many in the sports industry, Römer approaches soccer without emotional bias. He believes that gives him a unique advantage in a field often driven by instinct and legacy thinking. "Unlike many, I can approach soccer analytically, without letting emotions affect my judgment, which I believe gives me a significant edge," he said. The technology Römer and his team have developed at Short Circuit Science is designed to help athletes prevent injury, extend their careers, and uncover performance efficiencies often overlooked by traditional coaching methods. The company's AI models analyze thousands of data points to deliver actionable insights, bringing science into conversations long dominated by feel and experience. "Looking back, I realized that my early experiences with gaming and trading were essentially my form of schooling," Römer said. "I had unknowingly developed valuable skills that later shaped my career. Values, mindsets, and the long view behind the analytics and acceleration." Felix Römer is a person who deeply values integrity, independence, and balance. "Freedom is essential to me," Römer said. "I want control over my own life and decisions." He's just as intentional about well-being. Römer maintains his mental and physical health with exercise, sleep, and meditation. He also tries to stay realistic about stress. "I make sure I don't take on more than I can handle." Delegation is key. His admiration for Warren Buffett reflects this balance. "I respect the way he makes decisions based on data, not emotions," he said. But I wouldn't want to follow his path exactly. He didn't seem to prioritize his personal life much, which I think came at a cost. Investing in people, not just performance. If Römer seems unusually grounded for someone with multiple advanced data models under his belt, it's likely because of a lesson he learned in 2019. "I was at my lowest point in business," he said. "I had a major tax bill that could have wiped out almost all my savings. And a lot of the people I thought were friends disappeared. Except for one. My business friend Nick stuck around. He gave me advice and motivation when I had no one else to turn to." That experience changed how Römer sees entrepreneurship. "Most people show up when you're already successful, but very few stand by you when you're still struggling to make it work. Since then, I've made it a mission to invest in struggling founders." His philosophy now is simple: back people, not just balance sheets. He believes that a people-first mentality is imperative for any successful business. "I know how much of a difference that kind of support can make. I want to be the investor I needed back then." Redefining success on his own terms. While many entrepreneurs equate success with exits or accolades, Römer defines it more personally. I'm proud of learning discipline and consistency, he said. I didn't have that in school. I was pretty lazy, to be honest. I never did homework, and I certainly didn't have a strong work ethic back then. Real-world experience taught him something school couldn't. He developed habits that anchor long-term success, like showing up, following through, and staying consistent. Those traits were built over time, he said. And to me, that growth is a bigger achievement than any single deal. This shift in mindset helped him build sustainable habits, not just scalable businesses. Discipline matters more than talent, he added. Consistency beats brilliance when things get hard. Building with purpose today, Römer splits his focus between investing, building, and philanthropy. He supports Climate Connect, an organization that connects individuals working on environmental solutions with climate experts. It's a natural fit for someone who believes in data-informed change. If he could go back in time, Römer said he'd encourage his younger self to take more risks and fail more often. Failure is a part of growth, he shared. Also, be very careful with who you trust. And never give up your personal freedom. It's the most valuable thing you have. For Römer, success is measured by more than profits or prestige. It's about character. Success can be defined in many ways, he said. On a personal level, I believe it's about being a good human, having a strong set of principles, practicing self-control, and staying true to one's values. On a professional level, success is often measured by financial achievement, Römer explained. While money isn't always the most comfortable topic, it does serve as a strong indicator of discipline, consistency, and self-control. Making money is difficult, but keeping it is even harder, which is why I see it as a reflection of one's ability to sustain long-term success. He added that confidence should never come at the cost of character. Believe in what you've built without becoming arrogant, Römer advises to other entrepreneurs and startup founders. Staying humble and grounded is essential because no one is above anyone else. I've seen friends struggle with this, sometimes losing sight of what's really important. True success, in my opinion, is maintaining confidence while staying down to earth.